press record. Morning, afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this. I'm it's raining this morning, so I couldn't go watch the sunrise like I always do. And so I just walked down here. It's like just right by my house. And there's these awnings, like where they have like the I don't know if you have it in your community, but it's like local. It's like a farmer's market for locals. And what was I saying? Oh, so they have awnings, so that's what I'm sitting under, because it's sprinkling. There's a little bit of lightning this morning, thunder, a little bit of low rumble thunder. I can't get that out. And I'm sitting in the Freemason buildings back here, which they have. I always think it's odd that there's they got this back door, but no steps. So, anyways, and I have my journal because I thought I'm gonna write, and I'm just gonna study what I've learned. I just like to be outside. I don't care if it's raining. Walk in the rain, it's cool. What was I saying? Oh, so I've got my book of crap, one of them. But my purse is also a backpack, and it's like school time, so I was like, I look like, I don't know what I look like. I look like a lady sitting under an awning. I definitely don't look like I'm a school age. So anyways, and I thought, I definitely want to pull some cards behind the Freemason building. I have a friend who just recently left the Freemasons. And, he's so smart, dude. I believe that he's just an intelligent human being naturally, due to the fact that he researches things. So I was like, and I don't know, Benjamin Franklin, the whole blah, 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 stuff. There's a lot of stuff I like try to research, like, real history and find the real truth. And then take what it has, So anyways, how are you? How are y'all? Whoever's watching. I make these for my sons because we miss each other, but we live like 6.5 hours away. And so I was like, I want to show my sons, instead of talking and telling them, because we do talk on them, but instead of talking and telling them, like, what I've learned and what's new, I'm just going to start making videos so I can just share with them. And when they get the time, they can watch. If they even want to. If they don't want to, it don't really matter. I just want to make a document for my children to leave something behind of, like, or not even leave behind, leave right now. Leave a trail. Like if you're ever lost in the woods, like hunters will like make some kind of trail, some kind of markings when they go in to always find their way out. So that's kind of like what I'm doing with videos, but for my kids, in case they ever need it. Okay. So, I got 2 jackets on. I don't know, I was noticing my jacket. There's a Sid pony on it. I feel like I should reference that. What do my boots say? Mishansha. Mishansha. It's like a triangle. I don't know, I like these boots. Mishansha. I gotta figure out what that means. Anyways. So, Oh, that it feels really nice out right now, man. It feels so good. And it feels really nice. I use tarot cards and divination, but I'm more of like a seer than I am a tarot card reader. I just don't have any of my. I'm in the process of making my own like oracle cards, which is more of like what I am naturally am inclined or have inclination of God like inside to do and be good at, be well at, and know that I'm supposed to offer to others. But this is just what I have right now. So until then, until I make a deck. Well, I made some, but I mean, like, I want to make some, like, real ones, like, official. That's what so I'm just collecting information and along the way until I can do that. So I can make my own. So. Ooh, that breeze is nice in my nose. Take a deep breath in your nose. Blow it out real slow through your mouth. That is a way to have a natural Xanax. Do that 4 times. It's also a way if you want to connect with someone, like if you're watching my video or someone else's video or anything, any kind of knowledge, any kind of information that you want to trust, and want to go deeper into, if you will take 3 deep breaths in beforehand and connect and put your focus on, you'll get something way deeper than other people. It's a little, I don't know what I was going to say, trick of the trade. Or I don't know how you say that. Whatever. Alright, so what am I going to do this morning? What should I do this morning? What should I ask this morning? I immediately felt, I don't hear, when I say I hear things, I'm not hearing them through clairaudience, which is a real gift. I'm hearing it through claircognizance. Is that right? No, maybe not. Yeah, claircognizance, which is like mentally. And then I also have clairsentience, which is feeling. I really have that. I was born with that. The clairs. There's gifts you can look up these things. They're called the clairs, and like some people can. One of them I think is really cool that people don't realize is a gift is they can look at ingredients to a recipe and know what it's going to taste like. That's a gift. I forgot what it's called, but it's Clara something. Look up the Clairs. What did I say? Okay. I'm going to ask. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm going to ask what messages we need to hear. I'm going to be simple. Messages we need to hear. Messages we need to hear. Messages we need to hear. I also want messages from, but I'll probably do that in my journaling, from the architecture of the Freemason building behind me. I want to know, I want some messages from that. The architecture. The blueprint. You ever heard Martin Luther King's speech called, "What's in Your Life's Blueprint?" Messages we need to hear. I got the Ace of Pentacles. Let's read what that means. I'm hearing Lumineers in my head because I was listening to it yesterday. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe look up the Luminaires. There's a live concert they do that's just like, just go in, connect all the way with that. It always takes me somewhere with like my family who's passed on or whatever. When I listen to that, I'm just filled with joy, and I feel their presence. My friends too. I have beautiful experiences and scenes whenever I listen to their live concerts. Aces. Ace of Pentacles. In many modern card games and other playing card applications, the aces rate above the court cards in value. Although this is not the case in tarot, the aces in all four suits are regarded as particularly important pip cards. Symbolically, the number... I'm not going to read that because I'm doing aces. The tarot aces represents the creative principle of the universe and absolute consciousness. Be creative. I like the word absolute. I like absolute. When I say absolute truth, it means like... There's the birds. Morning, birds. The aces represents the creative principle of the universe and absolute consciousness. Okay, so what's the Ace of Pentacles mean? Let me find. The Ace of The Ace of Pentacles is not a direct feminine equivalent. Blah, blah, blah. Let me start over. The Ace of Pentacles symbolizes special powers because the pentacle is a symbol that combines the magic circle. That's when I say pentacle, that's the pentacle. It's a five-pointed star within a circle. The Ace of Pentacles symbolizes special powers because the pentacle is a symbol that combines the magic circle and the five-pointed human figure. Oh, like, you know, isn't it Michelangelo who did the man picked the sketch of the man like this, and the anatomy of man, and he's got the circle around him. So the Ace of Pentacles symbolizes special powers because the pentacle is a symbol of that combines the magic circle and the five-pointed human figure, and therefore has the ability to enclose and contain the powers of others. Hence, the Ace of Pentacles denotes the female power to captivate, whether for positive or negative. Well, we doing positive up in here, up in this bitch. Because that's what we do. We do truth, we do love, we do grace, we extend, we increase. I'm going to see what the picture makes me think of. Well, obviously, first, it reminds me, it's a lighthouse. And if the five-pointed star represents special powers, enclosed in a circle around a five-pointed human figure of man, then I'm seeing man climb the steps of the lighthouse to peek out. Climbing the steps of the lighthouse. Are you climbing the steps of the lighthouse? Have you ever heard people who are in denominational faith, they always say, be a lighthouse for the Lord? I don't follow lords and stuff no more, but I'm do you. I support you in whatever you're learning right now and how you believe. I like saints. Be a lighthouse. Keep climbing. Keep going. Fly off. Ooh, there's a breeze. Eight of Pentacles. Look at all those pentacles. Essentially, 8 to me is symbolizes, if you turn a number 8 sideways, it looks like the infinity sign. So we've got all these pentacles, which are the representation of powers, special powers, enclosed in a circle around the five-pointed star, which is the human figure of man. Then we've got infinity of man and special powers that can entail in front of 3 stained glass beautiful windows surrounded in emerald floors, and emerald ceilings. And in the stained glass windows, you can, maybe they're just windows. You're looking out over orchards. So infinite emeralds. I'm really into emerald lately. I've been posting a lot of stuff on my Facebook about like emerald, antique emerald. Antique emerald like jewelry and stuff. Emerald, and every time I see the Pentacles green cards on this deck, it reminds me of the emerald tablets with Hermes Trismegistus. Infinite. And looking out through the windows. They say the eyes are the windows of the soul. And Hermes Trismegistus and emerald tablets remind me of wisdom. So infinite wisdom. Are you seeing infinite? Are you seeing infinite wisdom? Are you beginning to see? Tune in. Lean in. Okay, get one more. Messages we need to hear right now. Messages we need to hear right now. The wind blew that one off. 8 of Wands. It looks like something tropical. Don't it? These right here with the, I think them are birds flying out of it, but they look like whale tails to me also. And immediately when I saw these like little spirally fan things, I thought of look like pinwheels. You know, we used to have when we were little and we wind blow them. The pinwheels with the birds coming out of them that also look like whale tails. I thought of spiral galaxies. And the wands always in this deck remind me of, what's it called? Drumsticks. I couldn't think of drumsticks. No, it's like 8 drumsticks. 8 drummers with their drumsticks resting like in the breeze. And they're like wrapped in like Hawaiian, like Hawaiian flowers and vines, and there's whale tails like coming out of the spiral galaxies is what I saw. What did you see? I'm gonna read what 8 of Wands is. 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Eight is the most balanced of numbers. A fact that, whether by ancient or design, is perfectly reflected in the symmetrical Arabic symbol of numeral 8 that we use to represent it. 8 remains a whole number when divided by 1/2 and 1/4 of itself, 4 and 2 respectively. And this is the most indestructible of the even numbers. The number 8 also demonstrates indestructibility in that no matter at which point we start to draw it, we always end up where we started, like the symbol for 0. It has no end and no beginning, and therefore stands as a symbol for eternity in its shape. Its shape, with 1 0 placed above the other, also denotes the heavenly and the material worlds, and placed on its side, the figure 8 is the symbol for eternal life. On a personal level, drawing the figure 8 often satisfies some deep-seated inner longing for symmetry and harmony. For those many reasons, 8 has a particularly comforting and calming quality, and this is reflected in the 4-8 cards of the Minor Arcana. The 8 of Wands represents the spiritual strength that stems from realizing its true nature. While the 8 of... Wait, let me go back. No, that's what it says. 8 of Wands represents the spiritual strength. So we had... Where'd my other one go? I stuck it in my book. So we had climbing the lighthouse. Climbing the lighthouse, seeking something higher. In climbing a lighthouse, you will receive special powers, definitely. Because that's what the pinnacle represents. So, climbing the lighthouse, receiving things that are going to give you power. You call your power back. You remember who you are. And then the power of wisdom. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. The power of light. And being a lighthouse, the power of wisdom. And the eyes and the windows of the soul. The power of the soul wisdom. The power of lighthouse wisdom, which is seeking. The power of soul wisdom, which is knowing, looking out, seeing. And the power of, and that infinity. Cool. Very cool. Okay. The wind blew my pages open in my book. So, I'm going to read what it says and then show the picture. I'll let the elements choose choose what I'm reading today. I've got written here, the Triskelion symbol, mathematics, believed to be ancient water sign, possibly from the 1500s. Sacred Egyptian cubit, 20.63 inches cut in one half. Ancient water sign of 3 coils, all connecting, and have to be made all going in the same direction. Symbol that was found hacked or carved into ancient large stones in Ireland. The 3 coils, their energy, have energetic properties. You can put it in your hand and douse with it. Dousing, like dowsing rods to find water. The Triskelion symbol. Let me show you what it looks like. The Triskelion symbol. Okay. And then I wrote, the next page says, spindle whorls in history. Neolithic period, worldwide at various times, the Neolithic package. And I got that in quotations. The Neolithic package. Spindle whorls. Like they used to use back in the old days to weave with. And the woman had the wheel, and like she pressed something on her foot, and then she had like a little thing in her hand. The thing is, and then the wheel would turn, and somehow they weave shit like that. And so that's what it's, and the things you hold in your hand is like, almost look like, okay, remember like those tops they had for little kids to play with toys back like in old days, where you could spin it, where it's like shaped like a vortex, like skinny at the point at the bottom, point at the top, and big in the middle. You know what I mean? And they spin them or something, or even we get with an arch, and even as newer toys, they have some like newer versions of that where you can take a thing and you can pump it down and it spins it, but. So it's shaped like that, like a spindle whorl. It's like a vortex. It's like pointed, and then fat and like hourglass, but not in the middle, not hourglass. I don't know. Spindle whorl. Anyways, and that's what they would like wrap their threads on, their wool and stuff to put on them. And I don't know. I wrote a lot of stuff about spindle whorls because I don't know why. Because I tell you why. Because I read Plato, the dialogues of Plato a lot. It's like my new Bible. I really love it. I've learned a lot from it. And they started talking in there one time about this story called the Myth of Ur, E-R. The Myth of Ur. Look that up. And for some reason, I got this part in that story in there where they were talking about how there's this, like this something going, like this rod or something going through the center of the axis of the earth, and how it turned. And it reminded me of the spindle whorl. Maybe they even refer to it as that. Oh, because they talk about like after, it's a myth of Ur. It's like a myth of this guy who they say was found on a pile of dead men after a battle. Then he, for 10 days, and he survived. And so it's talking about how he goes on a tale, and he tells all these tales. Anyways, Neolithic package, including agriculture, the Neolithic spindle whorls in history. Spindle whorls in history. Neolithic package, including agriculture and other complexities, appeared in different places at different times around the world. Earliest example, North Chinese, middle to late Neolithic, and I've got 3,000 to 6,000 BP. I don't know what that means. Anthropologists defined 3 basic types of spinning, which use spindle whorls. Drop spinning, or free spindle, where the spinner walks or stands as she spins. And then I stopped. I didn't finish it. So that's it. Here's the building. Cool. So why is there no steps to the back door? Anyways, I'm gone. I'm going to light a cigarette, and then I'm going to start walking. As soon as I find out what I did with it. So, tell me, like, if you're watching this. What's up, Dylan Insane? If you're watching this, I love you. What's up, Blair? If you're watching this, I love you. My kids are busy. They have lives. But I'm making it for one day. You know what I mean? What's up, my friends? New friends, old friends, what's up? How was your day? What did this trigger sparks in your thoughts? Tell me what you're learning new. Tell me what's going on with you. Even if I don't know you, what's up? What's going on with you? What are you learning? Okay. I don't know if you're still screaming. No, I can't. Birds are always birds. I have birds that hold on, I'm putting all my shit up. Good morning. Talk to animals. Just because they can't speak like humans doesn't mean that they don't speak. God. Stretch. Okay, got too many heads on. I don't even need any of them. Maybe I need one. So. Oh, look at the clouds. Oh, wow. That one over there looks like a dragon to me. These clouds are they're all coming to a point. These are moving this way. Did I just see lightning? I saw something over there. And these are moving this way. They're all coming to a point. I'm going to walk home. But I wanted to show you the Freemason building. Because I think the architecture in the front is interesting. Since I'm talking about it, why not do it? Right? Here's my little small town I live in. South. I live in the South. I really like the architecture. Building number 5951. This is what I think is cool. Let me show you this first. Okay, see how the stairs go down? Like an inverted triangle. Cool, huh? And it's just a cool building. See how the stairs go up like a pyramid? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe I got this on camera. Every single time I walk by the Freemason building, every single time, there's a quarter in that plant right there. Do people throw money on the Freemason? Look at all this change. Do people throw change on the Freemason building? Is this like a thing that people do and I don't know about? Because look at all that change. I found a corner. Or did somebody just lose their change? There's a worm. Good morning, worm. Wow. I gotta go back and count these steps. Hold up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good God, I fell. Cool. Cool. So there's 12 steps, and it looks like shaped like a pyramid. And now my book's sitting wet. Awesome. And then, I don't think I'm supposed to walk down this. And then, let's see how many steps there are down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 steps down. And 7 on the other side. I might be counting wrong. Huh. So now I'm gonna go across the street and show you what I think it reminds, what the architecture reminds me of. He must be late for work. We got one stoplight. Okay. All right, so when you're looking at it, this is what I always think of. See how I said this steps going up, the 12 steps look like a pyramid? Well, then the ones I showed you that go down behind it, to me, and the architecture of the top of the building, make like a star. Or something, or like or like, no, they don't. They make, to me, this is what the steps symbolize. They symbolize a pyramid on top of an inverted pyramid. Let's go. Anyways, that's my message. Good morning.